myself. Okay. So, still on the dump run, still heading that way. Like I said, I didn't take the interstate because I do have kind of an unstable load, but it's strapped down the best I can so that I can not lose a bunch of crap. So, let's see. Well, hello. Oh, hi, sweetheart. Anyways, we're almost there, actually. We're almost there, so you guys can see the exciting part. I don't know if you guys will be able to see the trailer go up and down or not. I'm going to try and set it up. I don't have a tripod to set up outside, and I don't have one that I need. I need to make a truck mount that goes on my bed so that I can do that, so you guys can see it happening, because I know people like watching that. That was poor planning on my part, but I will get that taken care of. You know what the scariest thing to do is to drive by a horse farm and see a horse laying completely on its side. As a guy that used to have horses, it terrifies me to see that. They're just sunning themselves right now, but they look dead. It's not cool. Horses out there playing dead. Anyways, no, still pretty outside. There's a little bit of haze outside. It's starting to burn off. Not really a whole lot of clouds. It's still a little windy, so like I said, if you're gonna go fishing today would not be really probably a lot of fun on the ocean. The intercoastal is the way to go. Definitely love to go out there today and do a little fishing. Probably won't happen because I got too much work to do, but at least I can think about it. Where was I before I went to one? Oh, yeah, I was talking about buck. Yeah, so I wanted to see if we can get some of his ashes made into some type of a gemstone so that we can have a piece of jewelry for Greta, and I would like to have a watch. I really would like to have a watch made of his ashes, and I really don't give a shit how much it costs. It's just worth it to me to have an heirloom like that. It's never fun losing a pet. Like, it sometimes I hate to say this, but I feel weird saying pet, because they're all almost like your children. Whether a cat, a dog, a turtle, whatever. They're your kids. You cared for them. You cultivated their lives. You did everything you needed to do to prolong their life, and we did that for Buck. Buck was 15 and a half years old. I mean, that's a feat. I've never had a dog live that long, to be honest with you. 15 years is the longest that a dog that we have ever been a part of, and that's been a part of our lives, have lived that long. It's just, to me, that's amazing. We've had horses live a long time. My oldest horse was like 36 years old. So, but it's never fun for anybody when they lose a puppy. It doesn't matter how old they are; they're still your puppy. Oh yeah, I'm getting close now because we just drove by the Vietnamese monk place. I guess it's a temple. I don't know. It's like a farm out in the middle of nowhere. But there's Vietnamese monks that walk around in the yard and stuff, and they're really super nice guys too, if you ever stop. What do I got here for sale? It's like an old Packard for sale. That'd be cool. For a little while. I don't need an old Packard. It looks like a straight 8. Two-door Packard. That's cool. Don't see those very often. What's up, Arian? to the dump. If you haven't read the title. Where you at? Where are you from there, Arian? We are in Florida today. From Iran. Wow. I've always actually wanted to visit there, but I don't think the U.S. is really allowed to go there right now. I had a couple Iranians that used to work on the airplane that they were in charge of. They had to get special visas to come into the country so that they could get their airplane worked on. He used to work on private jets, so it's the only Iranians I ever met. They told me that the food that was in Florida that was supposedly their type of food was not. It was in fact not. They were telling me that their food that they got here in Florida was trash. They pretty much just came here for the cheeseburgers. Which is, here, cheeseburgers are everywhere. Alright, pulling in. See how busy it is. It's usually pretty busy on a Monday. Turn the camera around so you guys can see where we're at. See, I'm following a dump truck right now. No, you can't see it. Hey, come on. No, you can't see that. I guess I should have dealt with this before. How about that? There we go. Kind of. Not really. There we go. That's a little better, right? If not, just tell me. What are you going to take? I have got a bunch of materials from a house that we were working on for a flip, and it's just like a bunch of old furniture, some drywall, just a bunch of construction material crap. Nothing worth saving, sadly. Plus whatever other trash I can shove in there that we need to get rid of. Anything metal I usually save and take to the scrapyard. Whether it's paying good or not, I just take it to the scrapyard. Because I hate putting metal into the landfill like that. I'd rather it get recycled. Part of the trash needs to go into the dump. How's that? Is that better? Nope. There. How's that? I'm trying to do is get the camera to focus on something else other than my dash. Let's see if I can make it better. How about that? Oh yeah, that's better. Now you can really see where I'm going. So we have to wait, and they weigh everybody one at a time. You gotta go over to the little window and get your little ticket. And it definitely pays to wait until they're all the way off and you see the scale go back to 0, because you can, if it doesn't go back to 0 all the time, it can mess it up and you'll weigh heavier than what you really are, which is bad. Because then you're paying for empty weight. Phantom weight, rather. Phantom weight. See? 0. I don't know if you guys can see the scale or not. It says it's back to 0. Which is what you want. We weigh 11,760 with my butt in it. Okay, got my ticket to go to the dump stuff. Alright. Great. Long line to get out. That's terrible. Which means it's going to take me longer to get out of here than it is for me to get in. Fantastic. Ooh, Hummer. Nice. I might hang out driving around in a Hummer. No, I don't want a Hummer. If I got a military vehicle, I would want one that's a Toyota. Because I like Toyotas. We have like 7 Toyotas and 1 Ford. It's gonna get bumpy, just so you guys know. There's not very many phone stands that can stand up to this bumpiness, because they don't make it very smooth. They make it so you can throw trash away, not to have a nice drive. Or keep your tires. Usually there's something in here to mess your tires up good too. Alright, here's the really bumpy part. I have to go really slow through this part because if I go too fast, my axle will start hitting the bump stops. And my bump stops are no longer there, so that means the axle's smacking the frame, which means it can cause damage. So we're not going to do that today. We're going to go slow. We're not in a huge hurry. I mean, we're in a little bit of a hurry because it does freaking stink, but it's not a huge hurry. And when you drive into these places, you have to like pay attention to what's in front of you, because there's a chance there's like a metal shard or whatever in front of you. If you're not paying attention, you drive right over that, that thing can and will slice your tire open, which is bad. You do not want a flat tire in this place. Goodness gracious. The way you do is you get up here and you stop this, they call the traffic controller, and they tell you where to go and dump. Kind of. Like they say, go over there in between these two trucks or whatever. Holy crap, somebody is dumping a boat. Wait a minute. It looks like somebody I know that's throwing a boat away. Oh, dude, I'm gonna laugh my ass off when we get up there and see if it's him. If that's Matt, if that looks like Matt. If that's Matt, I'm gonna laugh my ass off. Throwing away a damn boat. I didn't know you could throw a boat away in the dump.
One second, let's see where he's going first.
Okay.
Because we got kind of like a little bit going on out too much out there right a little bit.
I didn't know you could throw a boat away here.
That I was just telling him, that guy was, he went that way. He did, and I was like, hello.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to read, does he?
No, and he just kept going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, all
I was
right.
like, bye.
Yeah. You can throw a boat away. Jesus.
The boat was like half on his trailer.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he even made it.
Yeah. I wonder if he's trying to keep the trailer. Looks like it. That does not look like fun to unload. It's one guy? Like, how are you going to unload that shit?
Yeah, it was one person in there. Yeah, I didn't see anybody else with it. It was one person.
So what's he going to do? Anchor it into the freaking ground and just yank? Which you're not supposed to do? I mean, he already started not doing what he was supposed to, right? He went the wrong way.
Yeah. Didn't even stop, just kept going.
Just kept going. He knew better. That's a guy who knows better right there.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what he does. He knows more.
Well, you can go, if you want, you can go on the other side of that truck.
The dump truck next to... Yeah.
Go right in that yellow side, but go on this side, the yellow side.
Gotcha. In between the truck and the sign. Thanks. No, that is not. I don't know who that is. It looked like Matt's truck at first, and I was going to laugh, but that's not. That's some other dude. Matt's truck is a Dodge. That is, in fact, not a Dodge truck. It's funny. Sucks, man. I hope that boat was destroyed, because that's a cool cabin boat. I've been wanting a cabin boat for such a long time. That would be so cool to have. Well, maybe not. That thing does look pretty rough. guess we'll wait for this idiot to move. I'm gonna remove this trap. Let's switch the camera around so you can see what I'm doing. Stupid is strong today, kids. Stupid is strong. There you go. That'll work. And we're back. In the moving median. Crap. Did you yell at him? Did you yell at him?
No, he didn't even stop. He kept going.
Always be looking down in front of you, so you don't slice the tire open. Honestly, if I got a flat tire on my trailer, I would just pull the son of a bitch out until I got to some flat surface. There's no way I would even try and change the tire out here. Especially with an empty trailer. This truck is so strong that it would pull that empty trailer with 4 flat tires. But we ain't trying to do that today. We got work to do. Okay. Hey, look, Daytona Beach, way out there. There's the, you can see the track from up here. This is how high it is. You can see the track from here. And we're, as the crow flies, probably a good 5 miles away. Yeah. Did you guys see that guy almost run me over out there? Holy crap. He was backing up, unloading, then started pulling forward, still looking backwards. Didn't even see who was in front of him. You have to watch yourself everywhere. You have to make sure you are the one making yourself safe around you, because there are so many people that don't even pay attention to what the crap they're doing. So, I guess that holds true with everything. Driving anywhere, dump, working with my Uncle David, kind of like that. I remember first time my cousin and I started working with him, he drilled wells. He looked at us and he said, okay, you guys are responsible for your own safety. I'm not going to pay attention to you, and you need to make sure that you stay safe. So, be aware. Oh, now we turned turn signal on. Good job, buddy. Turn on one, you're going in front of me. Silly ass people. Oh my gosh. Alright, well, let's see what's here. Flip you around so you can see the road. There you go. You can see the road. We're back on the pavement. See the sky. There you go. Still a very long line. Fantastic. Well, now I'm sitting here. Anybody got any questions? The whole one person in my room. Thank you, one person, whoever you are. What are the Aryan guys still in here? Aryan, are you, do they have dumps there? I'm sure they have dumps there, dude. In Iran, do you take things to the dump, or do they have like trash service like we do here, or what's it like there? Nope, must not be in the room anymore. This is the boring part. Waiting to pay. It is Monday. It's usually really busy on Monday anyways. It doesn't usually take this long to get out of here though. Usually I have to wait a lot longer to dump. Any comments or anything like that? Well, dang it. That'd be a good job. Heavy equipment operator. I bet that pays. I bet that'd be a good job to have. Drive around, pushing dirt, pushing trash. Probably don't have to have a college education or anything for that. Just a good, clean record. Maybe not even a clean record. I don't know. That's good. Crap, I forgot my stupid monster. Dang it. Chickens light just came on. The old truck. That's not good. It may not be bad, actually. This thing, ever since we had it updated with a Mishimoto radiator, it throws a code for thermostat being too cold. So I have to clear the codes every once in a while because it sets that code. I bet that's what it was. It's not terribly hot today, so it's not going to be reading. It's not going to be reading the. Yeah, that's what it is. There we go. Clear it. Yeah, for some reason, when it does that, we've changed it to a AC motor radiator, and it thinks it's too cold all the time. So I have to clear the code every once in a while. When it sits for a while, it throws the code. We don't drive this truck every day. I used to for a little while, but now I try not to because, you know, it's a diesel. Fuel can be expensive. Maintenance is definitely expensive on a diesel. Oil change on this truck cost me almost $400 just because of the oil, the filter, everything. It's expensive running this truck every day. So if you get to your 5,000 miles, which you can quickly if you're driving around like we do, a lot for work, that gets expensive real freaking fast. And these newer the newer diesel engines do not like no maintenance. You cannot just like let them sit for 20 years and expect them to run. They are not like that. They're not like the old Cummins or the old Detroit diesels or anything like that. They require maintenance. They're a bit more finicky. This one is a little bit more stout because we took it to a good shop in Tennessee and they did a bunch of work for it and they fixed a lot of the problems that happens, but it's still a maintenance hog. Still got to do the maintenance, otherwise it's going to break. Well, I thought everybody's gonna move up. Now I'm in the intersection. Oh well. There we go, kids. Waiting in line. To pay to get out. Yay. Maybe Disney should do that. It's free to go in, but it's going to cost you $100 to get out. Instead of costing you $100 to get in, and $100 to stay, and $100 to stuff, maybe just pay on the way out. Oh god, that would be terrible. I can imagine people just getting slave labor. No, you can't pay to get out. Oh, well, you're gonna have to wash some dishes. pick up trash. Or worse yet, go clean the bathrooms at Disney. There's an awesome job. What are you? I am a janitor at Disney World. I work the bathrooms over by the Small World. Can you imagine how horrible of a job that would be? Like, props to whoever does that. You must have a no sense of smell and a strong stomach. Because I have cleaned plenty of bathrooms in my lifetime, and clean up after bathrooms near rides that are like that have little children, I could just imagine how horrible those are. Probably just have water hoses in there hooked up to a hot water heater, just hosing this stupid thing down all the time. That way you don't actually have to like clean it and wipe it down. You just hose it all off, let it dry. Oh, definitely not for the weakest stomach, that's for sure. Oh, now there's a pretty good line getting in. Everybody's running slow today. That's why it takes so long to get anything done in Florida. Like, it just takes anything so long. You're just gonna go down the street to Walmart or the grocery store, grab something. It's 30 minutes no matter what you do. To get there, it's like 30-minute ride. You're going like a mile. It takes 30 minutes to get there. Alright, let's see how many people away am I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I am number 11. Alright. We're getting there. Getting closer. Goodness, this is a long ass wait. Gosh, dang. Looks like they're opening up another cut over here. Ready to start another hole. Yep, car. They get it all figured out. Power company out here. Must be moving wires so they can start that new cut. That's crazy. Alright, peoples, let's get up here. I got more trash to haul away. Good Lord, this takes forever. Why does it take forever? It don't need to take forever. This does not need to be this long. But yet, here we are. Why it's taking so long? Like, go up there, give them your card, they swipe your card, you pay, and you leave. Like, I don't understand. It doesn't need to be difficult. It doesn't need to be like McDonald's. I mean, they can make it as fast as McDonald's practically. I don't know why it takes so long to get out. Awfully silly. Oh. You can move forward one more spot. Woohoo! I need to rebuild the sides of my dump trailer. As I was out there, I noticed they're kind of getting really broken up and whatnot. I have to get some lumber and build them up better, newer. I guess not necessarily better, but you know, better is newer, so that'd be helpful. Starting to fall apart, and the wood's all deteriorated, so I'll have to buy stuff and build that up. If I was a decent welder, I'd probably buy some metal stakes and stuff and try and do metal stakes instead of using wood, but I don't know that I'm that good of a welder. Looks like Mr. Boat's up now. He's on the lift, or on the weight scales. I was standing out there and that guy's like he had the bulldozer come over and he hooked the chain up to it so they could yank that boat off of there. It obviously was not worth keeping because the whole inside of it had looked like it had been waterlogged for a long time. It's kind of sad because it was a cool old boat. That dumpster made light work of it though. He yanked that thing off there and drove right over. I don't know if you guys saw that or not. Drove right over that son gun. What boat? No more boat. Oh well. At least he was getting rid of it the right way though, you know? So many people just lay shit around and leave it, dump it by the side of the road. He actually paid to have it removed, or he actually got it on his trailer and then paid to dispose of it correctly, so good on him for that. Three people in front of us. Pickup truck just pulled up on there, and hopefully he'll go quickly. Everybody just uses their stupid debit card. The guy with the boat obviously knows the game, so he just went up there and used his debit card, paid for it, and got off. That's kind of vibe we need, guys. The fella in front of me, the Waste Pro, I don't even think he has to get out of the truck. I think he just has to weigh out, and then he goes. So he should be fairly quick. Closer. Stop at the gas station after this, get some more fuel for the old truck, and then monster and some water underneath. Hopefully this guy, no, he does get out. I'm sure he's not paying. I figure you just have to weigh in and get out, or get off. But I guess he had to weigh in and get out. Oh, yep, no, he's got his ticket. He's on his way back out now. It's our turn. Let's see if we can keep this quick. Oh man, that guy's got a hell of an oil leak. Jeez. $24.79 to dump 1,400 pounds of trash. For me to do 1,400 pounds of trash in Ohio cost me $88. Why, Ohio? Why? I can spend $24 jumping 1,400 pounds of freaking weight. It costs $88 in Ohio at least. Last time I did a dump, it was almost 2,000 pounds of stuff. It was like $110 to get rid of trash. The job didn't even pay that much. Like, I lost my money on that job. I lost my ass on that job. No. It is what it is. Anybody in the room? Anybody new in the room? Let's see. I can't see. Is anybody even out there? Is anyone out there? Sounds like Pink Floyd song. Is anyone out there? No. Guess not. Nobody's out there. Nobody likes Josh. And his dump runs. Oh well. boys and girls. Well, there you go. That's enough run for now. And I'm going to end the live for a little while. I might come back live a little bit later when it's time to get some fuel, get the truck topped off. Probably grab a small bite to eat and head on to the next job. If you're watching, thank you. If you have any questions or comments, please comment, questions, subscribe, all that good jazz. I would appreciate it very much. I love interacting with people all over the world. Find it very interesting.